What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the brand new head from Maverik Lacrosse. This is the Kinetik and it is really awesome. Let's go. So it's July 3rd right now and this head releases tomorrow. So you've probably already seen it all over social media. Maverik, Billy Bitter, sent out a bunch of these early to stringers, I think dyers, reviewers, just got them out in the public to kind of build up hype before its release, and I'd say it worked because it's a quality product. This is the box it came in. You probably saw these posted all over social media. So it's powered by the player. Very cool presentation inside. This has got a profile picture of the Kinetik, fire at will, and then it talks about some of the things: the level 4 bottom rail, mid-high pocket, optimal release, and then here it shows a picture of the tension lock, like where it is. Actually, does this come out? Is that two-sided? No, it's one-sided. And then nice note. This is probably the note that everyone got. Signed by Billy Bitter, so that's really cool. I really appreciate that he gets me stuff early to check out. So thanks, Billy. Thanks, Maverik. Alright, so on to the Kinetik. There are a bunch of reviews out already, and they're all singing its praises because this is a quality offering. So to start, I dyed it with lax dip. I went navy, red fade, just simple. I strung it up with this limited edition Hero 2.0 red, white, and blue mesh, which will also be available on the 4th tomorrow. I think I'll probably post this video tomorrow, so it's probably the 4th. Happy 4th. I've been doing some live streams on Instagram, so some of you have probably seen this before I dyed it, before I strung it with this mesh. I had it strung with white Red Star V2 mesh, and I had it strung to the inside. This head is slightly wider than, you know, your typical attack offensive minded head, but just slightly. But the interesting thing is that it's really, I didn't measure it, but it's not that wide here, but it's got a gradual taper up to the flare where it pops out a little bit, but it makes it look wider than it actually is. This style of head, or this face shape, really lends itself to stringing to the inside. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of new. I think it's new to me anyway. Sidewall Jedi and Big Sam. I think Sidewall Jedi, I'm pretty sure he's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, he does. And Big Sam, I think they're going to make a video on how to do it. So I did it, and it came out really good for the most part. It created a super good channel, gave me a little extra depth, and it was awesome. I liked the way it worked out. It was a little funky at the bottom for me, so it wasn't perfect, but it was also the first time I ever did it. So for this, I didn't want to struggle with kind of dialing in that technique, so I just strung it normally, well, sort of normally. Real nice channel. It's like a mid-high pocket. I think that's what it's designed to have. It's got what they call the level 4 bottom rail, which is designed for a mid-high. It's designed to have what they say an optimal release point, so just increased energy transfer when shooting. It's got the sidewall holes are rhombus shape with rounded corners, which I love. I think that's kind of the way of the future. Most of the heads we're seeing these days have that style of sidewall hole. It's great for locking in knots up or down, depending on which way you're pulling it. It gets in that corner. It's a good format for a sidewall hole. The top string holes are plenty big for leathers or 4 strings here. This is it was kind of just a funky thing I did. It's sort of like a triangle top, just without, I tucked in the side pieces that jut out. I just tucked them in there, skipped that one, just to give it a little more pizzazz with the stringing and the colors. Just about every Maverik head I've ever had had really well spaced top string holes, and this is no exception. The first, it looks like the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sidewall holes are bigger. And the interesting thing about this head, and I wish I had shot the first part of this video unstrung so I could show you, but they have what's called this tension lock. It's not going to show up at all, but if you guys are interested in this head, go check it out on their website, because it's not going to show here. You can kind of see it in here, right there. And if I lower that, and I strung this kind of weird. I wanted to, the first time I did it, I didn't feel I was getting enough out of the tension lock, pulling it tight across here. So I strung the first 2 diamonds closer than I normally would, but then I went to the 9 diamond row to pull that out and kind of over the tension lock, and then back in for here. So I think I got it pulled out. Really nice tension here, nice and tight. I don't normally string to a 9 diamond row to pull out the top, get a little tension, but some heads it helps. But it gave me a nice channel. It was a nicer channel when it had the stringing to the inside, and I will probably go back to that. But taking this out on the bounce back and playing catch with it, it's fantastic. Just as it is, and it's a slightly weird string job for me going to that 9 diamond row. Maybe I can show it here. That's under the it's under the shooting string, but you can kind of see. Anyway, but it just throws like a dream. It's a tiny bit heavy because of all this tape, and the reason I put this much tape on it, this is a Savage X Lacrosse shaft. They're anodized titanium. I believe I did videos on them before, but this one was a nice blue that transitioned to black. See, you can see it's a little dark here. So I didn't want the black, and I didn't want the words, so I just taped up a little higher than I normally go. And this tape donut is a little wider than I normally use, so it's kind of bottom heavy. Actually, feels pretty good. But I may put this on just a straight blue shaft, or I may leave it just like this. This looks pretty good. The material they use is the Duratough material. It's pretty stiff. They have the X-Rail technology, which I think we've seen before. I have to go get a tactic, but I'm pretty sure it's in there. Nice little ball stop. It's good looking. I like the shape of that ball stop. It's really well designed, and this tension lock, I think we will see this in probably most of their heads coming up, because it's effective. It's not a gimmick. So the Kinetik comes in at $89.99, which is that kind of new standard price point, which I approve of that. I'm happy about that. It's just much more reasonable than when heads were creeping over that $100, $110 mark. $89.99 is reasonable for a head like this. I think it's going to find a real soft spot in the hearts of like middies. You know, they say that it's awesome for outside shooters. So middies, you know, I think will definitely fall in love with this head. It can absolutely be used by two-way middies, by attackmen, with its stiffness, probably even an LSM who plays some O. Well-rounded head, just fantastically designed. Super pleased with it. This will absolutely be one of the top heads of 2017 and into 2018 for sure. They did an absolutely awesome job with it. It goes on sale tomorrow. Jump in on that pre-order if it's available, because you're gonna like it. All right, guys, definitely go check this out. You're gonna love it. I love it. It's a fantastic head. Just awesome all around, up and down. Well done, Maverik. This thing's a winner. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you next video.